Next up over here, a journalist and colleague of mine whose work rises to the top of my news feeds pretty much every day, and I always say, God, I wish I could come up with leads like that, first lines like that. He also happens to be the token DC tech policy nerd here today, in case anyone needs that, and don't we all? Little shot of some vibration around our face, maybe some other places. We're gonna get to that gadget in a second, and some tech policy nerdism, or something like that. His name is Rob Pecoraro. He covers the consumer tech landscape for USA Today, Wirecutter, Yahoo Finance, Fast Company. Is there anyone else? Really? He also hopes that his many outlets will pay their invoices on time. We can always dream. Come on up here, Rob, to introduce the next potential last gadget standing. Thank you so much.
So this next gadget, imagine if you had a button you could just stick to a wall and make things happen in the real world. That's what Flic 2 does. Now I have to warn you, because this is not Last Gadget Standing 2035, you can't press this thing and have the traffic ahead of you on Paradise Road disappear. You can't press it and have the blackjack dealer hand you an ace. But this thing can control all sorts of connected devices and apps in your home. We're going to hear all about it from Joachim Prendel. Good luck.
Hello, everyone. I bet you like gadgets a lot. Who in here likes to push buttons? Good. I know I do that too. It's something about the simplicity of pushing a button with a single finger, and then the swift and powerful effect that can have. And then to feel that real and tactile response. Imagine instead of having to shouting at Alexa or pulling up your phone, sometimes you just had a button to do what you want to do instead. To control lights or to control music, or for the important shortcuts in your life. Flic 2 is that button. In 2014, we invented the smart button by releasing Flic 1. Since then, Flic 1 has been pushed over 50 million times. Flic 2 is the next generation of smart buttons. We have taken everything that we learned for the past 6 years, and since we are the inventors of the original smart button, we've felt the weight of the entire history of push buttons in order to develop this product. And for being just a simple push button, I believe that we have reached perfection. Flic 2 is built for label stickers. So you can put on a sticker and so that you and your family can see exactly what each button does. And then it can stick to any surface. Like this. Sorry about that. So in the app, you decide whether each button should be connected to your phone or if it's connected to our new hub. You choose then what happens when you push twice, or when you hold down the button. Flic 2 has long-range capability, so you can put one of these hubs in the middle of a large villa, and then you can sprinkle your entire house with over 64 buttons per hub. And it's way easier than it sounds. With the new Hub LR, we also introduce Apple HomeKit support. The Flic app and the Flic Hub has heaps of built-in functionality, but the true value of Flic 2 is in its versatility. There are SDKs and APIs for everything. You can even switch between different Bluetooth modes, so you can pretend to be a MIDI switch should you want the amp button on your guitar, for example, or it can pretend to be a keyboard, as this button that I'm changing slides with. So whatever you want a button for, Flic 2 is that button. For ordering drinks, as is done in many restaurants in Stockholm. For getting service in a store, as is tried at H&M. To get assistance where you want it and when you need it. In a conference room. For building it in, as in this fishing rod by Abba Garcia and Angler, where you push a button to store when you catch a fish, you store the environment, and you store the GPS position. Or as in this purse by B&Kin, that built-in buttons for ordering an Uber to where you are, or to send your GPS position to your friends in case you're feeling insecure. Or just a simple button to play music. This is my favorite song. All right. In a time where everything can be controlled by voice, I hope that you feel with me that we're losing something. It's time to bring push buttons back to CES and back into our lives. Thank you.
Hey, thank you so much. So just clarify for me how this works. You push a button, and where it's sending a signal to a smartphone that's then making the action happen. Where's that
So
signal?
it's either, you select either to the smartphone or to the hub. So it's your choice if you want a button to be connected.
How close does your phone have to be for it to work?
Well, that's standard Bluetooth, unless you have like a long-range Bluetooth phone, in case it's like 50 meters.
How much and availability?
Sorry?
How much will it cost, and when is it available?
It's available right now. We did a large Kickstarter. It was about 800,000 in pre-orders, and we've shipped about 90% of that Kickstarter.
Okay.
And we sell them for about, I think, $4 for $99. And then there are bundles with a hub. I think it's 4 buttons and a hub for $169.
Okay, so I feel like we're sensing a theme here about like who likes to push buttons, like who doesn't like to push buttons, right? All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.